It's really good, y'all. Alright, I said I was gonna make a sports video. I've been saying this for a minute. And I was driving home today and I was thinking about it, so I said, forget it, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. And since I'm just gonna do this one off the top of my head, I'm gonna have to use stats I already know. So the argument I'm gonna use is Michael Jordan versus LeBron James, because a lot of people seem to think that LeBron James is the GOAT. And let me take my shades off of this. I'm here to tell you, y'all are incorrect. You're wrong. LeBron James is not the GOAT. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And I got all the reasons why right here with me. And I got them in my head. That's the funny part, because I know this. And everybody that tries to argue with me, you're just wrong. Like, there's a lot of times when I think I'm right and I'm not, but I'm right and you're wrong. But if y'all want to, argue and debate about it after this video, feel free to comment and let me know what y'all think. But I'm going to let you know right now you're going to be wrong. So, anyways, it's kind of bright out here. So, but as I was saying, I'm going to use the accolades to make my argument. If you don't know what accolades are, it's not the same as stats, because a stat would just be like saying LeBron averaged 27 points a game. That would be a stat. But the accolade would be LeBron James led the league in points this year. That would be his accolade if he did that. He didn't do that this year. But that's just an example of an accolade. So I'm going to use accolades to make my argument. And I think it's a good way to judge, because it's not just based off Michael Jordan versus LeBron James. It's based off Michael Jordan and how he just dominated over all his peers and got all these different awards for it. So the first argument I'm gonna do is the most important, and I'm gonna just go ahead and start off with it. MVPs. And Michael Jordan has 5 MVPs and LeBron James has 4. So LeBron pretty close, and he's still playing. So I'm not just gonna sit here and say he'll never get another MVP, because I can't just be a hater like that. I mean, he's playing for my Lakers, so I would be happy if he could get another MVP. It could strengthen his argument also, but I personally don't think he will get another one, because I think last year he had his opportunity and he kind of he got injured, and he couldn't even get the Lakers to the playoffs. And I think that would have been a good opportunity with the team he had, that if he would have just dominated and carried them, I think he would have had a good chance of getting MVP last year. But he wasn't able to do that. So anyways, Michael Jordan has 5 MVPs, LeBron James has 4 for now. So Jordan won. Anyways, the next one I'm gonna go with would be well, let me just start off by saying that a lot of people seem to think that LeBron James is like this defensive guru or whatever, and they say he's this all-around player. And there's only 2 things you're gonna if you're talking to me and you want to talk about all around, I got 2 things I'm gonna talk about, and that's offense and defense, because that's all around. You can play offense and you can play defense, then you're an all-around player, to me personally. And so, like an example, Kawhi Leonard would be an all-around player right now in the NBA, like a dominant all-around player. So we're gonna use accolades to do this argument, and the first accolade I'm gonna use is all defensive player. First team all defensive player, which Michael Jordan has 9 first team all defenses, and he's got 9 of them, and he played 15 years. LeBron James has 5 first team. He's got 6 total. He made second team once. So I'm gonna give him that second team and just say it's 9-6 on the accolades there. Michael Jordan is a tenacious defender on the ball. He's very aggressive. So when it's man-to-man on the ball defense, he just dominates that way. That's the way he plays D. And LeBron James, on the other hand, is more of a help side defender, or more of a a get back defender, somebody that's gonna chase you down and block your shot. He's a much better shot blocker than Jordan. But like for instance, if your teammate gets beat, he'd be the one that comes in the lane and helps and blocks the shot. That's something he would do. But and he can switch. He's good at switching. So if he's playing in the screen and roll, he'd be good to switch from like a small forward onto a power forward, which a lot of people can't do. But he's really good at those 2 things. But as a defender, especially on the ball, Michael Jordan is just way more dominant, and it says it right there in the all defenses. But if you don't want to believe that, Jordan also has he was also the 3-time steal leader in the NBA. 3 different times he led the league in steals. Jordan never led the league in steals, which is not really expected of. LeBron never led the league in steals, which is not really expected of him, because he's a lot taller and bigger, and he don't he's not as quick. But I still think it's an accolade. Well, I know it's an accolade, so I had to put it on there. Even if it's not the greatest accolade, he still got it 3 different times. And then last but not least, Jordan also has a Defensive Player of the Year award, which LeBron James never got. And just to like show you how dominant his performance was when he got that Defensive Player of the Year award, he also won an MVP that season. So like this man was like completely dominating the league. If that goes to show you, like an MVP, so he's the best player in the league and the best defensive player in the league in the same year. So he was dominating on defense. And not taking nothing away from LeBron, because in his prime, when he played for the Miami Heat, he was dominating on defense too, but just in a different way. It'd be more like he'd guard so many different positions that people would be like, man, this dude can really play defense. But it's really only when he wants to. LeBron's not the kind of guy that's just out there trying his hardest on defense every play, especially now. Now he's pretty lazy on defense, if we're going to be honest, but he's just not out there trying his hardest. He's saving his energy for offense so he can get them stats, because LeBron's the kind of guy that just wants to put up the most stats to strengthen his argument that he's the best. But moving on with the accolades, we got all-star teams, which LeBron was on. I think he's been selected to, I think it was 15 all-star teams, and Jordan's been selected to 12 all-star teams. So LeBron definitely hasn't beaten that, and LeBron's most likely going to make the all-star team this year, and he'll probably even make it, next year too. So he probably got going to get 2 more under his belt, most likely. So he's going to dominate him in that, which I'm going to give him the dub on that one, but the real reason he's dominating is because he's on PEDs. No, I'm just kidding. But, like they say, the man got vibranium or something. He's just unbreakable. He's like the fucking Incredible Hulk. The dude's tough. He don't get hurt, and he got longevity over Jordan. That's why he'll get more all-stars, and he'll also get a lot of those stats because of the same reason. The dude's got longevity. He's been hurt. Last year he got hurt, and they made it out like it was a big injury. He didn't even miss that much of the season. He probably missed like 20 games. They was making it out like this dude had a serious injury. That's the first time he's ever even got an injury like that. And then, so anyways, the next accolade I'm going to go with, well, since we're talking about all-stars, I'll go ahead and do all-star MVPs, which they both have 3. Even though Jordan's been in 2 more all-star games, they tied in all-star MVPs. So he might have had more, but he's not more valuable when he's in the game because they tied in that one. Also, if we're going to do accolades, we got to go to all-team NBA, which LeBron has, I think he has, let me stop saying I think. It's 12. LeBron has 12 all-NBA selections, or first team, and Jordan has 10 first-team all-NBA selections. So, they're close, but once again, that longevity got him there. Not only that, but LeBron is, one of the best players of his time. He was the best for like most of his career. So yes, he's got 12 all NBA selections, first team. That's a bad man right there, 12 different times. So he's got Jordan on that one. Let me think. There's more accolades out there. Another one that a lot of people like to try to take away from Jordan because they're haters and they think that it'll help their argument in some way. But another one is, I think the most important one is Finals MVPs. And take my glasses back off for this one so y'all can understand what I'm saying here. Michael Jordan has 6 Finals MVPs. LeBron James has 3 Finals MVPs. Michael Jordan has played in 6 finals. LeBron James has played in 8 finals. I'll say it again. Jordan has 6 Finals MVPs. Jordan's played in 6 finals. LeBron has 3 Finals MVPs. LeBron's played in 8 finals. I'm going to let that sink in for a second. Let y'all think about that. Okay. Now, a lot of people thinking about that thinking, okay, this man's he's been to 8 different finals, so, he's more dominant. That's what a lot of people like to say, at least. But if you really think about it, Jordan dominated the league like nobody's ever done. There's so many players, so many great players, Hall of Famers, that don't even got championship rings because Jordan was just snatching them from everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people that really thought they had the team. John Stockton, Karl Malone, for example, really thought they had a team that could do it. But nah, Jordan ain't having that. Nah, give me all the rings. I need all them. He want his whole hand covered and some. He wasn't playing. And LeBron, on the other hand, he's dominant, but it's not the same kind of dominance because LeBron only dominated the East or the Leastern Conference. You know what I'm saying? The least of the two conferences. That's all he ever dominated. He never dominated the whole league. What he did was he won in the East every year because the East sucks. And I'm not being a hater there. The East sucks. And when he came to the West this year, he really learned that the West is a lot harder than the East. But anyways, he dominated the East and made it to the finals. That's why he's been to 8. But he only won 3 of those. So he didn't dominate the league. When it came down to dominate the league, when it came down time for that, he was getting whooped by the Spurs, the Mavericks, the Warriors. You know, the Spurs got 2 different dubs on his head. The Warriors got 3 different dubs on his head. 2 different dubs on his head, I think. So, you know, he been taking the beat down from some people. He definitely ain't dominated the Warriors, and he definitely didn't dominate the Spurs, and he didn't even dominate Dirk for that matter. So, I mean, you can call it dominating if you want to. I disagree. I think he dominated the conference. I don't think he dominated the league. I think that was a Michael Jordan thing. But those are my accolades. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I feel like I'm forgetting an accolade. Let me think about it for a second before I finish this video. I don't want to finish it and not give them credit for everything they've done. Oh yeah, I remember now. I remember. Take the shades back off. All right, here we go. LeBron James led the league in scoring 1 time in his career, and that's not bad. I'm not hating on him for that. That's a bad man that can lead the whole NBA in scoring. Michael Jordan led the league in scoring 10 different times in his 15-year career. He led the league in scoring 10 different times. I repeat, 10 different times in 15 years. I mean, you ain't catching that, fam. Ain't no way. You ain't got enough years left to do that, cuz. So, like I was saying, you know, a lot of people try to say LeBron the best, but I'm just here to just hear you out on your... I want to hear what people have to say. I want to hear, because I'm not seeing it. I'm looking at all these accolades, and it ain't even close. And I just want to tell LeBron, like, you got to give it up, bro. You've been chasing goals for a while. It's time to give it up. And you need to give up your hairline on top of that. Just give up both, because it's over, bro. It's over. My hairline's starting to fade too, fam. We can both be bald head together, bro, but it's over with for the hairline. Just let it go, man. Please, let it go. And let go of this ghost chasing, because it ain't happening, fam. But feel free to comment. Let me know what y'all think. I love debating with people, so please comment and let me kill all y'all's arguments. And if you think Jordan is the GOAT, then at least like the video and share it. And besides that, y'all all ugly, and peace out.